Did anyone else see the Minecraft movie trailer? Yeah, it was trash, but is it really that surprising? This Kotaku article said that this Minecraft movie is not for you. Oh, well, that's alright then. I guess I'll watch Sonic 3 instead. Notice how Sonic is also for kids, and yet the two movies are freaking awesome. I even like the Knuckles series too. The reason why the Minecraft movie is not for you is because you're all grown adults. And Puss in Boots 2 is also for kids. The Lego Movie is also for kids. Just because a movie is for kids doesn't mean that we should dumb them down so much that only kids can enjoy them. Kids also want quality too. The writer defends this statement even further by saying that his 9-year-old son's reaction is the reason why this movie is for kids. Good for you, writer, but I personally think that your son deserves a much better movie than what was presented in the trailer and not have you tolerate crap. Just saying. There are plenty more hooplas where that came from. This one is totally unrelated, but I'm still annoyed by it regardless. This person claims that liberals speaking over non-white people about oppression never happen. Yeah, that happens all the freaking time. Oh, sorry, he meant that those white people never specifically said that they are from Ivy League. I guess that makes it okay. That's not why this hoopla is here. This hoopla is here because in the next few tweets, another person said that this has happened to them. The OP asked if they are oppressed, and the person said no. Then the OP asked if she thinks systemic racism doesn't exist. Even if you claim that this image never happened, you went on to make it happen. Talk about irony or self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't really know if systemic racism exists, but racism in general does. Discrimination and bigotry exists. I personally don't feel like I'm being oppressed, but there are many that say that I am, and they use systemic racism as an excuse. I find that annoying, and I feel like systemic racism is being used as an excuse to be horrible to others, including minorities, ironically, but that's how I feel. Speaking of minorities, here's another installment of Hoyo Boycotters and their pathetic attempt at boycotting their games. Seriously, how sad can a boycott movement get?
It's kind of insane to me how any company would be willing to partner with a video game company that is going through a ton of controversy right now.
Money. It's all about the money. And sorry to say this to all the Hoyo boycotters out there, but your boycott is not doing so well. Hoyo will still profit from you even if you are going free to play. I don't even like Hoyo games. I don't play any of the Hoyo properties. I just feel pity for the people that are struggling to keep this movement going.
Yes, the boycotters are a small group, but we've been loud too.
Not loud enough, clearly, but even if it's shouted through a freaking loudspeaker the size of a whole building, Hoyo is not gonna listen to anything you say, or for that matter, anyone really. That is, unless you can turn it to a promo for their game, but that would require supporting their game, which is incompatible with a boycott, but who knows what kind of excuses these boycotters make. Do you want to know the reason why the Hoyo boycott is not taken seriously?
Because people yearn for proper representation from Hoyo games.
Who is yearning for more representation in Hoyo games? Most people can play the Hoyo games fine. They don't need someone that looks like them or has the same skin color as them. The only people that I see demanding these are narcissists online. That's the only explanation on why they kept asking for it. You have not proven that the company is racist. Just because a game has a mostly white cast doesn't mean they are racist.
Sounds more like it doesn't affect me, so I don't care.
That's a perfectly valid reason to dismiss someone when they're the only person who was affected. Sorry, I mean you and a couple of narcissists online.
If you think representation in fiction is not important, then I can't help you either.
Well, if you can't convince us that representation is important, then it must not be that important, right? It's not. I mean, think about it. We Indonesians don't get representation in fiction a lot. I mean, we got Raya. That was awful. Can't Breach of Spirits was great, at least. There's also John Wick Chapter 3, Joe Taslim with Sub-Zero. Okay, you know what? We have plenty. Some good, some bad. But even fictional fishes have more representation. So, there's this movie called Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. I haven't seen the movie. I heard it was either just okay or just meh. Some people liked it. Or at least they liked it so much that they asked if they want to smash or pass the main character. I mean, geez, 73% pass for a female Kraken is an interesting amount. I personally pass, but still, this has gotten the attention of Twitter users who think that they should protect Ruby Gillman at all costs. She's a minor and she's a fish. How dare you people being horny towards her? I'll let Kraken being not a fish technicality aside, but even if I agree, she's still a fictional character. Like any other sea creatures in the world of fiction, Ariel is a fictional character and one of my favorite Disney princesses and one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. She's quite popular to be cosplayed and making lewd arts for. But hey, people on Twitter being concerned for fictional fishes is just another day on this website, isn't it? It doesn't matter if fictional characters are not real, fiction affects reality.
If you make problematic art as a coping mechanism, that is fiction affecting reality.
Just because fiction affects reality in one way doesn't mean it will affect reality in every way you think. This person then gave examples of misconceptions that fiction made, like sharks aren't bloodthirsty killing machines. Okay, let's take a swim in shark-infested seas then. That'll be safe, right?
Most of you won't know that because fiction affected reality and caused people to believe false facts about these animals.
Basing your knowledge of reality through fiction is incredibly stupid. We have videos of experts and shows debunking how certain aspects in fiction go. People recognize that fiction is not reality, and there's fun in learning truth behind all that. You, on the other hand, are not willing to accept that fiction is not reality and doesn't affect it the way you think it does. Because if it is, then the whole cartoon fandom would be the kindest and most wholesome of them all. They're not. The delusions that people online have are so bad, to the point where people must be reminded of even the most basic things. This person said incest, pedophilia, and zoophilia are bad. I agree, but why would we need to be reminded? Oh, it's because people kept on making fiction that has all those things. Next thing you're telling me is murder is bad. What baffles me is when minors enter the conversation. Yes, we're gonna kick you off the adult section for not being able to realize that fiction is not reality. The fact that we are talking about fiction trumps every single one of your arguments. Being into incest is horrible, even if it's fictional. Why? Because it's disrespectful to people who went through it. Yeah, and so is murder, and fiction glorifies it. Why are you enjoying fiction with violent content? There are people who went through all that. I don't understand why you condemn all these obviously horrible things unless you think fiction is the same as reality. In that case, you're delusional and you need help. Don't worry, the fiction police don't stop there. Everything in fiction is okay, including these 3 things that people are scared to tackle in fiction. Same goes for murder. We tackle that all the time, but that's not the same thing.
Nobody plays violent video games because they like watching people die.
Oh, goodness gracious, how utterly wrong do you have to be to say all that with a straight face?
They play them because the gameplay is fun.
Yeah, what do you think makes the gameplay fun in a game where you kill people? It's definitely not for waiting in a freaking lobby.
Lolican does not have fun gameplay.
I don't know, man. Blue Archive is very popular and has lots of players around the world. Same goes for a lot of anime games. Genshin has plenty of loli too.
The only reason you enjoy it is because you like the sexualization of children.
Fictional characters are not children. If you cannot distinguish between the two, you're the one who should seek help. I swear the delusions of these people are unstoppable.
Right, because there's never any correlations between your fantasies and your behavioral pattern.
No, most people have all sorts of fantasies. A lot of those people's fantasies are written or drawn and published on the net. Enjoying a fantasy doesn't make you a horrible person. Acting like a horrible person makes you a horrible person.
You act like you know psychology and how mental health experts work, but you know jack squat.
So do you. I'm no mental expert, but I can tell you this. Most people that enjoy fantasies or fiction are perfectly normal people. I say most because there are outliers, but that's because they already have mental issues to begin with. Seriously, why are people so afraid of people that have fantasies? Is it because people will act on those fantasies? Is having the wrong kind of fantasy a crime now? I like some fiction that feature incest and non-consensual acts, but that doesn't mean I want to non-consensually screw my brother, especially when he already screwed me in other ways. Jeez, lots of people with delusions. Let's end this whole thing with a funnier post. This person is thirsty. This person wants Hugh Jackman in the shower, on top of bed, in the bathroom, in front of his girlfriend, inside the fridge, on top of the counter, in the streets, until all the organs are damaged. Dang, must have been a whole gallon of water you drank today. Because boy, you are thirsty. This message is so horny that allegedly the real Hugh Jackman DM'd her and told her to delete it. I highly doubt that. Hugh Jackman has millions of horny followers. He wouldn't just ask one person to delete a tweet. But that's not what makes this whole debacle incredibly funny. What makes it funny is that this account is being swarmed into mentions with all sorts of hate, but the person is neurodetergent? What the hell is neurodetergent? I've heard of neurodivergent, that tends to mean a person is autism, but detergent is quite a leap. I know that it's a typo, but that typo really caught me off guard. Also, this person stole another person's likeness and hid the reply that pointed it out. Not nice. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, here's a kitty for you. And also, huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below, just $1. And you have supported this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my AV Show stream channel, link down below. Go subscribe. and I'll see you all next time.